Hi guys, we are going to create a layout which looks like this using Bootstrap 4 framework. It has some nice hover effects. It's a complete web page. We will be using Bootstrap's documentation and see how we can fasten the time of development by copy pasting their code from the documentation. We see there are some code given to us and a starter template which we will copy and paste in our code editor. I am using VS Code here, but you can use any code editor that you are comfortable with. Let's paste that copied code in our text editor and save the file as index.html. Now the colors are back to default styling. Let's test if it's working fine. I am a Bootstrap 4 template. Refresh the page. Yes, Bootstrap CSS is working fine. Let's add a new section called top bar. P2 P-PT-2 PB-2. These both are the Bootstrap default classes, meaning padding top and padding bottom. Now I will give it an ID of top content. I'll put a container in it to centralize the content. You must need container raw and columns defined. I will add font awesome icon and a link on the top bar. It's a demo link. info@acme.com. Save the file, open the file in Chrome or any browser you are using, and then get the icon and the styling. For the styling, let's create a new style.css file. Styles.css, and let's add some CSS variables. Dash primary dash color. Let's add it in a root. Root is basically the same as HTML, but over HTML the root is preferred. Primary color, let's give it some FF00CC, some yellowish. Let's give it FFCC00. This would be our this will be our primary color, and add secondary color variable which is black. Let's add a background color to our top bar variable primary color. Alright, since it's a very basic and a quick sort of tutorial, so I am not explaining everything related to custom variables. We need to add our style sheets. We need to call our style sheet link in our HTML file, and there we have our background. Now let's change the color of our top bar links. We will target class top bar, anchor tag color, variable secondary color, and here we got it black. Now we will add font awesome icon. Let's search for font awesome CDN, and here is the link. We will copy the CSS paste it in our HTML file above the styles.css. Refresh our page, and here we got it. Now copy the above code and change the link to tel, which stands for telephone, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Phone icon to envelope. Refresh, we got it. So to move the text to the right, I will add the class text right, and now swap the icons, envelope and phone. Now email has envelope icon and phone has a phone icon. Now let's get back to Bootstrap documentation. Go to components and search for navbar, and we have plenty of demos from Bootstrap, but we will copy one which is desired. Here is the one with the drop down. I will copy this and paste it below the top bar section. Everything seems fine. Refresh. Here I got it. An ID called main nav. Go to our style sheet, target the div ID main nav, background, and I will add variable secondary color. I need to remove default navbar light and bg light classes of Bootstrap. Now we got the black background of the navbar. I will wrap it in a div container. To change the navbar links color, I need to target it. With navbar dash nav. Anything else? And anchor tag color white. Let's keep it simple. Now the links are white, but the nav bar itself is still in blue because it is actually a navbar brand which we need to target. So let's do that. Now I will target all the links in the navbar. Instead of navbar text, I will add an image logo, which is Acme demo logo. Now getting back to documentation, in the layout you see utilities. For layout we have margin and padding classes. M for classes that sets margin and P for padding. Bottom is for margin bottom or padding bottom. Top is for margin or padding top. You can find all these classes in the Bootstrap documentation. Alright, now let's add margin left auto, or to move our navbar to the right. If the navbar item is a navbar item, but not the drop down. Color should be white. So to fix this, let's try nav item A, and this the drop down gets white. I will target main nav item dot drop down color variable secondary color should be black now. Nope, not yet. What is the issue? Let's add A, and now we have it black. Targeting direct children isn't working as well. So let's target drop down dash menu. And direct children. A. Now we got it. Seems it's working fine now. Let's copy and paste the same above code and add a hover pseudo class and change the background color. See, now we have yellow background on hovering over our anchor tag. Now add a new section below the main nav. Call it section.hero. Give it a class of hero. We'll add a container fluid because I want the width to be fully stretched, and I will add a dummy image, an image placeholder. Let's set the width and height of the image, and give it a class of image dash fluid so that it doesn't lose the width and the height and it stays responsive. See, now we got the image. We can also use Unsplash, which is a very vast database of image galleries or images uploaded by users. Time to load here. See, we got the image. Now let's add some hover effects on our main navigation. So we'll add hover pseudo class on anchor tag, color, a primary color, and here it is working fine. Now let's add another section, and we'll give it a class of intro. Then we'll add a container and a raw class. We will add column sn6. Now I will add h1 class, h1 tag, and with some dummy content. Now here it is. The top image is loading a bit slow, so I will just use this image placeholder for now. Let's copy this and replace it with the Unsplash code. This will just speed up the process. Now I will add full column for the small and 6 columns for larger resolution devices. See, this is full now. Coming back to Bootstrap documentation, let's go to utilities, and I think it is spacing. Yes, here it is. So we see we have auto, set margin auto, and this 5. Let's try this. I will add padding top -5 and padding bottom -5. Refresh. Now I've got some space from the section. Now let's change the font to some Google font. Let's choose Oswald and select the font weights you would like to use. I'm going to select all these. Load time is moderate, and I will copy this code and paste in the head section of my file. Here it goes, and I will copy this CSS and paste it in a body property, body selector. I will give it a font size, line height. This will be the default for everything which is not set explicitly. Now I'm going to create a variable for this. I'll copy it here, copy from there and paste it there, copy and paste that. Now I will use source. I will add this here separately. Now this has both my fonts. Let's customize them. I will recopy and repaste the code link, and let's put the fonts in the variable body font. For the body font I will use SourceSense, and for the heading font I will use Oswald. Now in the body I want body font, so the variable will be body font. And now for H1, H2, H3, H4 I'm going to use font family variable heading font. Perfect. Let's try this. Yes, it's loading fine. Perfect. CSS custom properties are good. Now if I want to change, I will just simply swap the names. See, this is that easy. Sending back. I'll copy some lorem ipsum text and put it under H1 and paragraph tag. Let's refresh our page. Here it comes. Perfect. I will give it a class of text justify. This is a Bootstrap class as well. Now I need to put an image on the right side, so I will use that image placeholder. Let's create another div, a 6-column div for the medium highest resolution devices. Give it a class of image fluid to keep responsiveness. Refresh, and here it comes. Now we can try different sizes for the image. Yep, it looks fine. Give it a background of BG light. This is also a Bootstrap class. And content utilities, no, I think this will be it. In colors and background colors. So this is BG light info, and here you have all the colors predefined in Bootstrap. Alright, so let's try bg-info class. Refresh, there it is. bg-light. We'll keep it very subtle gray. Let's try the responsiveness. Everything looks fine. Now on the smaller screen on mobile devices, I would like the image to appear first and then the text. So to do that, let's try order -0. Order -1 should be here on small devices. See, this is on 1 and that is on 0, so I will remove this from here. See, this comes here, and this, and the image and the text has been swapped their positions. So let's cut the image from there and put it on top before the text, and then change the medium screen resolution to 1 for the image. Now if we check the desktop version, here it is. So on mobile devices, the image will appear first and the text content after that. On smaller and on medium devices, image will come second. Now let's add another section and call it packages, and same process, a container class and then a raw class div, because this keeps everything aligned. Column sm-4, refresh. Components, let's go to Bootstrap documentation, components, choose card. You have plenty of options here, but I'm keeping it simple, so I will copy this card and then paste it in my document. Let's see, refresh, here it is. So we haven't provided an image URL, and paste it, and paste. Here is the image placeholder. If you inspect, it has style attribute of width 18 rm. If we close it, it removes the space, and the card will be full width as per the Bootstrap column size. Refresh, and the image load properly. Background dark, padding pt-5 and pb-5. We'll give it some padding. Seems fine. Need to add a heading Let's set column 12 h2 tag and packages as the title. To change the color and centralize it, text white and text center. Here it is. Copy and let's copy the full Bootstrap column, paste it thrice. Now we got 4, 4 and 4 is equals to 12 columns, 3 cards. Let's give it some margin. Bottom 3, yes, seems fine. Packages, change the background color to light, and I will remove background from the above container. Now I will remove the class text white from the packages heading. Nice flag. Now go to Google and search for Pixel. It is a free stock photos collection which we can use. Pixel, choose an image which fits best. This one, free download, save it in my directory. Now let's replace the placeholder with the actual image, package1.jpg. Now it's showing here JPEG. Here it is. Add some content here. Deflex, add a class in the Bootstrap column of deflex. What this will do, this will set the height of all the cards to equal. Now I will copy some more lorem ipsum text and paste some paragraph. Add a class of text justify. Move the class to the center so it won't affect the paragraph tag. We'll change the button colors. Now I've removed the Bootstrap button class and added my own package button package, btn package. I will add that styling in my CSS file. Btn package background variable secondary color. Not showing up. Variable, inside variable, it's not required. Here it is. Now I've got the background black. I will set the color to white so the text appears white. There we go. Now we will do border radius 0, to remove the curviness from the buttons. I'm hovering over button, the text is turning blue. I will change it with the hover residue class variable primary color, and color will be secondary color, so should be yellow and black. Here it goes. Now coming on another section, intro 2, same container and a raw class div, heading tag, some dummy content, and paragraph. Save it. Let's test it. I have copied some more cards so you can have an idea. Padding PT-5 and PB-5 for padding top and bottom. It's a Bootstrap class. BG-dark and text-light. It will invert the colors. And text center, it will centralize, but the heading isn't affected. So let's try it on the raw. This isn't working. So let's add the class text center to individual tags, or leave it. Section, footer, same container, raw, H2 or some Lauren 30. Alright, so here is some photo text, class text center, footer, padding top and padding bottom, PT-5 and PB-5. Paragraph isn't centered, so I will delete that. Now I will add 4 columns div with the class of unordered, with a list unstyled unordered list, UL tag and li list tag. I will add my link, demo link, link 1, link 2, link 3, link 4, and link 5. So now if I refresh, I got my links there, and the same, I will just duplicate this column 4, 2, 3, how many times should I, 1, 2, I think 3 in total would be enough for the demo purpose. And let's get another image from Pixels, download it, whatever quality you want. I am getting it in medium, save it, and footer, let's give footer a background image, background URL footer -bg jpeg. Now I don't want it to repeat, but it should be center and cover. Yep, it's working fine, absolutely fine. I'm just changing its position with the shorthand properties. Center, this seems fine for now. Now I will add a final section for the copyright text. So I'll create a section dot and give it a class of copyrights. In this, again, container and a raw div with class of column sn12. Copy and then copyright 2018. Yes, here it comes. It is as simple as that. Now I will just add a background color to it. Background variable primary color, which is blue, should appear. Nope, it's not working. Copy copyrights. Here comes the background. Now give it some padding top pt-3 and padding bottom pb-3 class in the copyright div. Here it comes with the padding. Everything looks fine to me, and everything is responsive as well with Bootstrap 4. It is that simple. Let's change the top image. It's fine. Let's find a good image, something which looks good. This one, original or large. Alright, hero-bg.jpg and refresh. Alright, this is quite a bit long, quite a bit in height, but never mind. Let's give hero some height of 500 pixels. To make that hidden, I'll have to write overflow hidden. Yo, looks much better. URL, let's put it in the background. URL, here will be JPEG, center and cover, so that it stretches and stays responsive. I will remove the image from the image. Now let's add some paragraph or heading for our hero section. Call it display flex, align items center. This is a new Bootstrap class which we are using now. Basically we haven't used this class. That's all guys, thanks for watching my tutorial. This This is my first attempt. Hopefully I will get some positive feedback and I'll try to make new tutorials with good quality. Thank you.